Right now, we're going to talk about 7 things that will surprise you if you are thinking about buying a home here in San Diego. Let's find out. Hey guys, welcome back. Or maybe this is your first time here and you like to know every little thing there is to know about living right here in San Diego. Make sure you give that subscribe button down below a nice little tap. My name is Nick and you guys are reaching out all the time and we really do love helping you out. So if you're thinking about making a move in or around San Diego, shoot us a text, shoot us an email, or just straight up give us a call so we can help you save a lot of time and just help you figure out the right area for you and just help you make a smooth move right here to San Diego. Now, the first thing that is really going to surprise you here in San Diego is going to be that there is very limited options when it comes to new construction. And that's really because San Diego is extremely built out. And I'm not just talking about certain areas of San Diego or certain pockets. I'm literally talking about the entire San Diego County. You're not going to have many opportunities when it comes to new construction homes. And you're going to find out pretty quickly too. And even when these communities do pop up, you have to be on it because these priority lists get full. They get overly full. I should say they get thousands of people interested just within a week, maybe 2-week span. So there's a big demand when it does come to new construction. And what I will say is you're not going to see a lot of it because it's really hard for these builders to obtain the permits to get this stuff done. It usually takes several years just to get the okay to start the construction, and then it will take, a year, maybe 2 years longer just to get the construction done and start building these homes. Not to mention, we're landlocked, we got the ocean to the west, so you gotta build east, and it's not very flat here in San Diego, so all these factors don't help us at all when it comes to new construction. But what I will say is if you are dead set on new construction, you can definitely find some opportunities. Make sure you're looking in some areas east, definitely Chula Vista, Otay Ranch. You can find some opportunities in Poway, Carmel Valley. There's some opportunities right off the 56. And then sometimes in Vista, and there is some outliers, right, where you have some just a single home new construction built in some neighborhoods. So we're usually the first to know about this stuff. So if you are interested, definitely be reaching out. Next on the list is going to be, it's not very rural here in San Diego. And what I mean by that is I've really found out that a lot of you guys really value areas that are rural. They're a little bit more spread out from the neighbor. You're on a bigger lot. There's not many track homes around, windy roads, all of that type of stuff that you guys really value that stuff. And I can tell you this, that a lot of your neighborhoods and areas and suburbs here in San Diego are not going to be like that. So it's a little bit more rare to find things like that. And some of you guys really want to keep that charm. You guys like, there's more character in areas that are a little more rural and things like that. And you guys kind of are coming from a place like that and you kind of want to still have that type of lifestyle. Well, you can still find it, but it's going to be a little bit more rare to find. So you're going to have a lot of areas, that have HOAs, there's sidewalks everywhere, there's shopping plazas. All this stuff is really convenient and great to have, but at the same time, I know a lot of people are kind of shocked that they don't see this rural type of lifestyle. So if you are looking for that, there is definitely some areas to check out. Definitely look in areas like Fallbrook. This is a gorgeous area. You're going to have that exact thing that we're talking about when it comes to the ruralness. Look in areas of Poway, parts of Vista. Basically, the more east you go away from the ocean, the more rural and the more spread out it's going to be, especially areas like Ramona. Next thing that really surprises people is going to be the sticker shock when it comes to home prices here. Now, what I will say is I just read an article that said about 60% of homes here for sale in San Diego are over $1 million. Now that's huge. That's over 1 out of 2 homes for sale here are over the $1 million price point, which seems kind of unattainable for people, but I don't want this to be discouraging at all. This is meant to just set some realistic terms, or I should say a realistic idea, because it's very competitive here in San Diego and our prices are a lot higher than people think. And especially when you are looking on Zillow or you're looking on Redfin and you're looking through these houses, you go, hey, this isn't that bad, this looks good. But once you actually get out there and you go inside these homes, you're like, oh, whoa, $1 million for this? Wow. So it's just kind of what it's like here. It's very shocking to people, and it's something that, takes a little bit to really understand if it's affordable for you and if it's even doable. So just do your research and have your finances, ready to go so you can know what you can realistically afford. And just a quick reminder, as much as we love making these videos for you guys, we love helping you with your real estate needs just a little bit more. So if you have any questions, me and my team would love to be a resource for you. Next on the list is going to be the lower property tax. Not just San Diego, but California as a whole. It actually came in at number 16 for having one of the lowest property taxes with an average of about 0.75%. Now, here in San Diego, it's going to be a little bit higher than that, and it's really going to depend on what city of San Diego you're in. That's how it's going to be assessed, but it can be anywhere from about 1.1% all the way up to about 1.2% depending on which city you're in. So if you're buying a home for $1 million, your property tax is probably going to be right around $12,000 a year. Next thing that might surprise you is going to be the HOA fees. Now, it's really going to depend on which area of San Diego you're looking in, because some areas are not going to have any HOAs while others are all HOA communities. So you really need to know what you're getting into. Now, I will say a lot of you guys are definitely reaching out and saying, just begging, please I do not want an area with an HOA. But I want to let you know that HOAs really aren't that bad in my opinion. What I'm seeing is prices are a lot more stable in them. They appreciate a lot better, and that's because an HOA just really keeps tabs on the exterior of these homes. So the grass isn't getting overgrown on your neighbor's yard. They're not leaving their boat that's beat up out front. The paint's not chipping out, or they're not painting their house a crazy pink color, which might hurt your sale when you go to sell, in 5 or 10 years, whenever you plan to do that. Now, some areas, like I said, are going to have more HOAs. If you look in areas like Carmel Valley, I think every single neighborhood has an HOA here. Or if you look in areas like Vista, Oceanside, you're gonna see some HOAs kind of spread out in different communities, but it's really gonna depend on which area. Now, when it comes to the fees, it really depends. If you're looking at a condo, the condo fees can run anywhere from, I've seen $200 a month all the way up to, $500 or $600 a month. There is some outliers, but just know on a condo, you're gonna have a lot more maintenance that's gonna be done to it that's included in the HOA. Now, if you're looking at a single family home, HOA fees can go anywhere from, I've seen $50 a month all the way up to maybe $250 a month on the high side, but obviously there's some outliers too. If it's a gated community and there's a gate guard up front, it's gonna be a lot higher. But that's kind of what you're looking at with a single family home. Next up is going to be, there is no smoking hot deals when it comes to the real estate here. And I'd say it's been like this for probably the last 4 to 5 years. We are not seeing desperate sellers here. And as far as inventory goes, it is still crazy low. Even right now, as I'm doing this video, we have anywhere from about 1.5 to 2.5 months supply of inventory, which is very low. Not to mention, I was just looking at this yesterday, and we have about 1,600 homes that are actively for sale right now in the entire San Diego County, which absolutely blows my mind because we have over 3.3 million people living here. So if you kind of think about it, the numbers just don't add up, and there's a lot of demand here where people have been waiting sometimes months, even years to find the right house. And it's something that you have to really have a very realistic expectation on, because sometimes it doesn't take 1, maybe 2, sometimes it takes 3 homes to finally get that offer accepted. Heck, this just happened with a client not too long ago. It took us 4 homes in a matter of 4 weeks to finally lock something in. Best part about it is it happened to be the best one that we found, so we ended up locking that one in. But it is something that you really have to have patience for and really know what you're getting into. Now, what I will say is if you are looking for a deal, look at a fixer, a cosmetic fixer. I'm not talking about something that's fully dilapidated, but something that just needs its cosmetic fixes. Maybe the kitchen needs to be redone, the flooring needs to be redone, bathrooms, things like that, that really you can do piece by piece. These are gonna be sitting on the market for longer. Anything that's turnkey and fully renovated, this is what people want. So you're gonna see multiple bids on that. It's gonna go over asking by quite a bit. So if you're okay with finding a fixer, this is where the deal's at. Put some sweat equity into it, and in a few years down the road, you will definitely get paid pretty well for those renovations you did. Next on the list is going to be, there are no basements. I haven't seen a basement on a house here in San Diego in a very long time. There is some outliers, in some of those rural areas like I talked about, Fallbrook, kind of the eastern areas of San Diego. You might find some in some older built custom homes. For the most part, you are not going to see it. And I have a lot of you guys asking that, hey, where are the basements here? Especially if you're moving from the Midwest or parts of the East Coast, you're not gonna find them here. I know some of you guys like to use them as in-law suites or maybe a game room and things like that, but you are not going to find those here in San Diego. Now, if you guys have any questions on any of these areas here in San Diego, we have so many videos right here on this channel that will be extremely helpful for you, and we would love to be your real estate resource of choice. So if you guys have any questions at all, make sure you guys are reaching out. You can shoot us a text, shoot us an email, or just straight up give us a call. And make sure you check out a couple of these videos right above me right here, because these will probably be extremely helpful as well. Thanks so much for watching.